In the last year, Union Pacific has taken the initiative to create an employee resource group called UP Vets that focuses on recruiting, developing, and retaining military veterans. Govindraj said she prefers working in the field rather than a desk job because she enjoys the opportunity to travel the country and she appreciates the hands-on approach. Under the Family Medical Leave Act of 1993, companies with more than 50 employees are required to provide 12 weeks of unpaid leave to new parents. However, 20% of those companies that are supposed to comply with the law still do not provide paternity leave, according to the 2014 National Study of Employers. When you hear the name March of Dimes, you often think about the cute collection buckets or the sea of purple that floods the streets during the march that takes place in mid-spring. But have you ever thought about the faces behind the march? Mother of two, Allie Greenquist, knows all too well what it's like to be on the other side. In May of 2011, Greenquist welcomed two beautiful girls into this world 2 months early.
So the day before they were born, I was teaching preschool, and towards the end of the day, I noticed that my contractions were feeling different than normal, like Braxton Hicks contractions.
Almost 3 years later, the girls Kendall and Lila are happy, healthy, and full of life. Greenquist, who serves as this year's March for Babies Family Teams Committee Chair, said she is appreciative of the organization. It's given her an opportunity to connect and communicate with families in similar situations to hers. According to March of Dimes Community Director for the Nebraska chapter, Leah Cooks, the organization is able to provide counsel to hundreds of families with premature babies each year.
Locally, we have a NICU family support specialist who works at 2 of the local hospitals, and she reaches over 900 families every year through her support and her education.
So the next time you make a contribution, remember the face behind the march. From the Omaha News, I'm Joy Beatie. In 2013, Union Pacific hired 2,000 field employees. 50% of these employees were women, which is up from the 25% the previous year. Engineering Associate of Operations Priyanka Govindraj said she knew early in her college career that the Operations Training Program at Union Pacific was the position for her.
What interested me most about the OMT program were the different types of experiences I was going to gain.
Govindraj said she prefers working in the field rather than a desk job because she enjoys the opportunity to travel the country and she appreciates the hands-on approach. Govindraj is excited about recruiting others into the Operations Management Training Program. With the growing amount of women in the field, she has found that Union Pacific has numerous support systems in various areas for people like her.
This is an excellent company to work for because of its opportunities, its support, and it's fun. It's a fun place to work.
As the cold weather settles in, it often leaves homeless shelters filled to capacity and unable to meet the growing need for food and shelter. I'm Joy Beatie. Join us as we talk with the Salvation Army about their Night Watch program and how it's helped make the cold weather winter nights bearable for the homeless and near homeless in the city of Omaha. This week's polar plunge was anticipated, but it was still brutal. And that was especially true for those who don't have a home. Each winter, the Salvation Army offers thousands of hot meals to people who need them from the Night Watch trucks. Reporter Thomas Clark got a look inside the truck and the program. That does it for this edition of the Omaha News and for this season. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next semester with all new stories.
From all of us here at the Omaha News, good night.